Hi there, today I will be demoing various ways to create a mosaic exercise with a speaking twist. For the design bit, you can use my favorite Canva, but you can also use some PowerPoint or Google Slides or with a dictation twist to go faster. I'll show that out too, how it works later on. I will show you also lots of different ways for your pupils to record themselves, either on the Microsoft platform or using other websites. Come on then, let's dive in. Here I am in Microsoft Word. I've got my sentences in English here. I'm going to be translating into my target language. What I want to do is I want to insert a table. So table, and I think I need 6 by 7. And this doesn't really matter. It's just a demo anyway. Right. What I want to do now, also I want to make sure that it is centered. So alignment, align to center. I like it to things to look good. Once it's done, I'll go back to the home tab and I'm going to be using the dictate option, which is going to make my work much easier, much faster. So make sure I am in the right language. Here I'm going to be speaking in French. Let's have a play. Je m'appelle Isabelle. J'ai 15 ans. J'ai les cheveux bruns et frisés. Okay, there's a little mistake here. Brun, I need to add an S. There's a capital for each, but a capital letter, but it doesn't think it matters too much. They're still gonna have to think about it. You want to obviously make things easier for your pupils. You have to take off the capital letter, keep the capital letter at the beginning for the first sentence. It's much quicker, much faster to do it by that instead of typing it, in my humble opinion. You can also do that in Google. I'll show you later on how it works, probably exactly the same way anyway. So once I've got my table, I'm going to be taking a screenshot of it. So Command Shift and 4 on the Mac. And just highlight the table nicely. Okay, it's gonna go on my desktop here. So what I need to go back to Canva, and I'm going to go into the last one, screenshot. Okay, yes, it was. Just drag it there. There it is. Okay, you can see my tables here. Obviously, it's not filled in, but I can start moving around. And if I want to make the table looking a bit better, I can do all sorts, but that's a quick way, and it's up to you to decorate and to add things the way that you want to do. Okay, nice and easy thing to do, and much quicker, much faster. Right, if you are a Google Doc user, it works exactly the same way. So what you can do is you can go on to insert table, do the same. Let's play just very quickly 5 by 5. And you can do exactly the same way. So in order to be doing the dictation, you go into tools, then you go into voice typing. Make sure you have the language set for French or whatever the target language you have. Français, and you can start dictating away. Again, you can put that in the center also, that it's really up to you. Okay, so let's have a play. Je m'appelle Isabelle. J'ai 15 ans. J'ai les cheveux bruns et frisés. Oh, you can see that here is actually slightly better. It works slightly better because, first of all, there were no spelling mistakes in this case, and also it doesn't start by a capital letter. So really up to you. If you have access to both, maybe you work on that one. It's really up to you. But again, do the same process. If you want to use on Canva or something, you can just copy that table. You just take a screenshot and pop it into Canva to create something. If you'd rather work directly into PowerPoint, you can do that, but you can see I'm on the Mac here on the Home tab. They should have that dictate button here, but I don't have it. There's a little hack we can do on that one. If you click twice, because you have voice you can have a voice typing already in Mac. So if you click twice on your function button, you should have appearing your mic. Okay, so you can change it into whatever language you want to. Okay, it's preset. You have to change maybe your preferences if you want to have it here. So you do that, and you can do that directly there. Or you could be using PowerPoint Online where you have it directly there. Obviously, if you work on a Microsoft on a PC, you should have that dictate button appearing there nicely. If you are a Google Slide user, you could be putting the table there. You could be doing the translation. Sadly, the dictation is not going to work out for you directly into the squares. If I dictate, it will be dictating in the speaker's notes. So nothing prevents you from copying and pasting in there, but it could be a waste of time. So if you just, again, like to do a screenshot, you do it into your Google Doc, do your table, dictate, and copy and paste, and just take a screenshot, of that table and pop it into your PowerPoint to go faster. It's also a way. The voice to speech doesn't, with the Mac, doesn't really work either into this. Sadly it doesn't work. So it's really up to you to find what works best for you. So the first thing I'm going to demo is how to use Mosaic in Wakelet. It's one of the apps I really like to use. So I've just created a collection. In that collection, I've just downloaded my Mosaic and I've just uploaded to Wakelet. Here, as a text, I've imported the questions. Nice and easy. It's just a question of copying and text in and pasting. Really straightforward. If you stay in Wakelet, you will not be able to be using a highlighter. So I suppose when the pupils will be copying my collection, they will be able to add the translations of these sentences by looking at the grid there. It defeats a little bit of purpose in this axe there, but it doesn't really matter. I think. Because what they can catch up later on with an awesome bit of Flipgrid to record themselves. So I want the fact that once they have translated their sentences, so they have text, really, as you know, you just type your answers there, nice and easy. Delete that one. What I need to do after, or what they will be doing, is they will be doing a video. So if I go onto apps, they'll be able to use the video option of Flipgrid to actually record themselves. They don't have to show their faces. As you know, in Flipgrid, you can just record yourself for the shy ones. So it will work an absolute treat. So they can do this exercise. And once they have done that, they will be going back into the space. Because I created a space before. So if I go back here and show you, in that space, this is the collection that I created, and the pupils will be invited in my space by clicking on the members and invited them in this area here. They will be able to copy my collection, okay, and they will be able to make their own. So just change the title, and they will be able to change whatever things they need to do, and I will be able to mark their work also. Okay, so nice and easy way to start with Wakelet. Here I'm back in Canva. What I would like to do now, I want to embed this presentation or this little slide or slides into OneNote or class notebook. So I just need to click on to the ... or the ellipsis and I'm going to embed. Here I want to use a smart embed link and click on copy. Now if I go back into my team that I've already prepared, Canva in OneNote, if I just click the link, paste, and you'll see that straight away I've got my link and I've got my 2 slides there, which is pretty amazing. So what I just need to do now, if I wanted to be checking my sentences, I have to move one from the other, obviously, but if I wanted to be using the highlighter, this is very straightforward to do. I just need to go into draw and I can use my highlighter there and whatever, say blue, and you can start highlighting things straight away. Je m'appelle, and obviously we need to follow whatever thing is written there on the other side, but that's quite handy, and it also works very well with the highlighting bit. What I can do also is once that's done and I've done my sentences, I can type them underneath obviously, but if I go into insert, I will be able to input my audio in. So if I click on the bottom there onto new, you can see now the live audio is appearing. Just click on it and I can record myself reading the sentence and it will work an absolute treat. Okay, if I want to go the PowerPoint way, there's several possibilities. I can either download my Canva thing. So you can go into, once downloaded, just drag into it, which is nice and easy and simple on the first slide, and you can do the same there. You can just drag and drop and it works a treat. Or if you don't want to download it, so I go to screenshot, screen clipping, and I just clip this and straight away it's going to put it into my PowerPoint, and I can make it bigger if I wanted to. So several possibilities to do that. You do the same with the questions afterwards, and you can put onto a new slide. What will be quite good actually when you create your new slide, let's say create a blank one, when the people are going to be trying to be saying their sentences, in Microsoft PowerPoint has got the possibility to actually insert some speaking into it. So you can actually speak in PowerPoint. And so how do I record myself in PowerPoint? It's quite straightforward. You go onto the insert ribbon, then you go into audio, then you have record audio. Click on that. And you just have the little option here on the Mac working here. You just click on it and start recording yourself. Je m'appelle Claude. I insert it. And it's there. Okay, so we can well be putting this like this and write a number 1 next to it or something like that. Whatever works in this instance. Okay, if you have decided to go the Google way, it's quite straightforward for recording. Sadly, you cannot record directly into Google Slides, but there are other possibilities. So I'm going to be using Vocaroo. Vocaroo is a great little website where you can record yourself, and now the recordings are kept for a whole year. So let's have a play. Click on the red button. Je m'appelle Claude et j'ai 12 ans. Okay, I've done my recording. Save and share. I could download the file, but it's a bit more complicated on Google Slides because I have to save that file into Google Drive. To make my life and my pupils easier, what I need to do is just can download the QR code. And if I do that, I just download it. I go into my Google slide here and just drag it straight into it. Done. Okay, and I've got that. If my teacher isn't happy with just using a phone or an iPad or all sorts of tablet to actually scan the code, I'll be able to just write number 1, number 2, number 3 underneath, and it will work an absolute treat. So it's a nice and easy way to record yourself and put some recording into Google Slides too. Finally, to do this exercise, nothing prevents you from using my favorite ever Flipgrid, a wonderful Flipgrid. So just create your topic, put your questions here on the side, a picture of the mosaic. Obviously, previously it would have been quite a good idea to send that mosaic to your pupils. They could have printed it off, for example, and they will be able, once they finished it, to scan it and upload it to Flipgrid. I'll show you that in a second. It's really straightforward to do. Here I am in Flipgrid again, and I've uploaded my document. So I could upload the document by just scanning it with various apps. I've used Microsoft Lens in this case here, but you can use absolutely anything you want an app. So you can upload the picture by going into Effect and do the photo, and obviously you can pop it there, put a little frame to make it prettier. But what you notice also here in the effect is that you also have the ink. So you don't even have to print off at all the sheet. You can ink straight away the things directly onto the sheet that you have already there. So this way you save paper, it probably save a bit of time. So that'd be quite fun to do. Okay. Once it's done, nothing prevents me after that to start recording myself and reading my sentences and send the video to my teacher. Another awesome activity. Thank you, Flipgrid. So hopefully this has been very useful, and I know there's a lot to take in, and in some areas I went a bit quick. So please don't hesitate if you have any questions, and I'll be very happy to help in all the ways that I can. All the best all. Bye bye.